been robbed, been down. Good songs. Some words in my head. Having fun yet? Good morning. How are we? Sorry. I was chatting with the hobes before you left. Because I'm over here. Multiple things. First off, I'm over here using one screen for everything today. Because I made the other one make sense. I don't know why I didn't think about it yesterday. We'll get that. But I'm also looking at TwitchCon stuff. Because I'm like, I need to look at things and stuff. And do better at this. So, we doing that. How are we? Good morning. All right. Charles with third. Would you just send me a kill shot? Hold on. Why are you the way that you are? No. It'll make sense in a minute. Do I want a fourth monitor? Of course. Well, that technically only two are hooked up to one of the computers. The one I usually have chat on and pull everything else up on is completely separate. It's not daisy chained. It's nothing. It's its own thing. But so yesterday, you want to know how I was using OBS to look through, not having the game up itself? Do you want to know the solution that was so easy that I didn't think about until after? I literally HDMI'd the back of the monitor since I have a separate monitor. I use two. I literally put an HDMI from that to the capture card. And now I have the game on a separate screen. I'm like, why am I don't want to talk about it. It's fine. It works great. Today, I don't have to look at everything through OBS. I can look on a game monitor itself. Listen, nobody else asked that question yesterday. You're a real streamer. I think the capture card comes with those exact instructions. Actually, probably. It probably would have told me to like the TV. Yeah. When I looked up online how to stream it to OBS, because I've never used one before, Alex. Listen. It was more just about getting it, like how to get it to work through OBS. And I'm like, yeah, but how do I get it to work with my separate monitor? Like, it's working there. Y'all see it. But like the monitor itself for me to see. It's fine. I got it. Today will be different. Okay. Charles with third as the very first check-in. Good morning, Charles. Vortex with second as the second check-in. Makes sense. And Alex with first as the third check-in. Y'all are crazy. It works in your brain. What? What works in my brain? The reverse check-ins or the, the finding out a day later, I should just HDMI the capture card to the, yeah. Anywho. Wolf, good morning. Panda, good morning. Mickle, day later. It wasn't even a day later. Listen, as soon as I was done streaming and going to pick up the kids, I'm like, I literally could probably just put the HDMI cord in the back, unplug what it's currently plugged into, swap it. There's another port on that game capture card. It's fine. It's fine. We figured it out. Today's fine. We're fine. Vortex, good morning. Cars, good morning. Jubbers, good morning. Chaos, good morning. Rav, good morning. Mickle, I already said good morning, but thank you for the good job. Drive me crazy. Okay. I'm going to go over here and read chat this way. Wait. No, I'm not. Because that was just... Well, actually, I could double check real quick. I forgot I actually turned on Kick and YouTube today. But let me just double check that they are running how they're supposed to be running. We'll call it good. Alex is first on YouTube as well. Thank you for the double first today. All right. Charles, have a good time at the gym. Hi, Wolf. How are you? Be right back. Sounds good. Oh, wait. You're already back. That was like when I left. That's like more than 9. Kill shot. Thank you for your 75 stream streak. It's like you haven't missed a day since I've known you. I heard their new single yesterday and it was kind of different for them. Sounded good though. Wait, whose new single? Tigress, I'm on a 19 stream streak. Thank you for the 19 stream streak, Wolf. We all know you were looking at the new show I found. I didn't even look it up. Listen, I haven't looked it up yet, but I feel like I've heard of that. Because UK people do it differently. I've heard of that show. I think I've seen previews. Like, I don't even know where you'd find that in the States. Unless I had somebody put it on Plex. But like, I don't know.
Hello.
I'm sure they blur it out for TV, but I don't know if I've watched it. Okay. Half of me wants to say, I don't know if I'd watch that. Because like, I don't want to see naked peoples the whole time. But then my brain just told me I watch Naked and Afraid. So, I don't know what I'd watch. So time for another monitor then. I should have like a fourth monitor somewhere. Do it like long ways so it could be used as like multiple things all at once, you know? To be fair, I don't use mine enough for me to necessarily remember how to hook it up. I have never hooked up a capture card. It was very easy, I will say. But like literally it came in the mail yesterday morning. I ordered it the night before and it was sitting on my doorstep as I went to take the kids to school. And I'm like, I can make this work. I think I can do it in time. So like, oh, I was testing everything out on the fly. Okay. Okay. Give me some slack. Well, know that really grinds my gears lately? Online dating. Nobody ever wants to hold a conversation. Well, yeah, Wolf, you're talking about this before. How it's odd to think that girls are the ones doing the opposite. Just commenting on your looks instead of like being like, hey, let's have a good intellectual conversation. But I don't know. Maybe they all just out there on the dating apps these days to you know, hook up. Anybody else to see the door behind her move? Did it move? It is not fully closed, but I have it popped open. So like I have the door mostly closed because there's a light back there, or else you like literally can see the door in the hallway if it's open. But I have it mostly closed so that you can see the light and not see down the hallway, but also not fully closed in case one of the cats or something comes in and wants to hang out, you know? They get mad when it's closed. Green Ape, good morning. How are you? Gala, good morning. How are you? Oh, Nickelback? They have a new single? I've been naked for a very long time. Killshot's about to get a VR, guys. He's going to be playing some games and streaming with VR. Got to give him all the good spookies to do with VR. Yeah, so many people want a match who can hold a conversation. I feel you there. I only do a few swipes at a time. Saves my sanity. Yeah. I don't want to... I'm really glad I don't have to be on the dating apps. I feel bad that you guys have to deal with it. I don't know how to say that in the way I don't want to be condescending or mean or anything. That is not what I'm getting at. I would hate if I had to, because of how like toxic the dating pool and apps are, is what I'm trying to get at. Like, I genuinely feel bad that you guys have to use the dating apps because they're yucky. Like, I feel like, yeah, you're not going to get a lot of, I mean, there will be a rare one in there. Like, I've seen them. I mean, my bestie, one of my besties, that's how she actually met her husband, was, I think it was, what is it? Christian Mingle instead. But still, it's, even then, you never can trust people on apps because a lot are there for the wrong reasons. I don't know how new it actually is, to be honest. Lead guitar went full shred though. Really? I'll have to look it up. I watched the first 5 minutes of Paramount Plus just because I was curious, and it leaves nothing to the imagination. Wait, so like it actually shows? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You responded to Wolf with that, but Chaos, I feel like you meant to just like respond it. Yeah, I see. You didn't mean to reply to that. I was like, this is like a response to what I was saying, but it was to Wolf. Do they actually show everything? There's no way. You can't show everything on TV, can you? But like, even then, are you saying it's like so little blurred out that it literally leaves nothing to the imagination? Like, I had an exam at your exact start time. How was I supposed to know? What? I don't know. You gotta ask us the questions before you come at me hot. That's how you're supposed to know. Yes, I did send pics up the door. I was like, okay, I'll go with like my plan for the week. I'll do the games. And I actually do want to do some of the games that I've had planned for this week for sure. I just was laughing because I'm like, I am so weirdly, I need to play this game. It's been a while since I've had a cozy, but like unhinged enough that it's not like just straight cozy game that I've been obsessed, like just instantly want to play. So I didn't think it would show up in time though. And then it did. And I was like, oh my God, you guys. Know what really grinds my gears? Not using enough lubricant. Actual gears? Like, can you read my bio and tell me what I'm doing wrong? If you share your bio in chat, if it's share worthy, like not share worthy, but like safe to share. Safe for all eyes. Did a doggo bump said door? Maybe. No, because it's still closed. It's still how like Skylar left it. Y'all look crazy. Oh, it moved and it was a ghost. Super spooky. Yeah, but charging. Oh, he already has the VR. Okay. I know. Faz can be done in VR. He's going to have to play Faz. How did you and Skylar meet, Sporty? So Skylar and I actually knew each other for a really long time. One of my best friends and her family owns a go-kart track. So I grew up going to the go-kart track and basically just like living there on the side. Skylar grew up racing at the go-kart track. So we were friends for a really long time. I didn't know him. I knew him from the track for a long time. He was a very gooberish kid, I should say, in his younger years. So I always friend zoned him for a very long time, and he will tell you to this day, he will not let me live it down. He's invited me to multiple concerts when I'd be like friends with him because he was really nice. So I wanted to be his friend. But every time I went to be his friend, he would like then try to ask me on a date. And I was like, no, bro, like I'm trying to be your friend. So stop trying to make it weird. He did it for years. And so it wasn't until honestly after, I was 20. After high school, after a little bit of adulting, dating people, that I was just like, okay, I kind of narrowed down what I was actually looking for, which was a nice guy and like a good dude. And it's kind of funny. I dated one of his friends for a while and we were all friends in that group, right? Sounds weird. We were all friends in that group though. We do like little bonfires and hangouts, and no matter what during these hangouts, Skylar was always a person that would come up and hang out with me. Like, not being weird. Like, he actually was just being nice. He'd hang out with me. Usually all the other dudes would be like, stupid. They'd like disappear. Go off. I mean, the boyfriend before him that I'm saying was a friend of his. Literally like... trying to figure out how much detail I want to give you here. He got pulled over when I was in the car with him. He cried when the cop was giving... We're 20. He cried when the cop was giving him the ticket. I guess we're 19, but still 19, 20. We're adults. He cried when the cop was giving him a ticket for speeding. It wasn't crazy or anything. But then we went back to his house and he had to have a conversation with his dad, which then went into like fight. And then he like ran away to like a neighbor's house. It was just an argument between him and his dad. But like he like ran to the neighbor's house And it was the same day we were supposed to have a bonfire, like, and everybody's about to come hang out. And, like, I didn't see him for, like, the rest of the day. Like, he just disappeared. And he didn't tell me where he was going. He didn't come back. I was just sitting in his house, like, okay. So, yeah. Anywho. At, like, all of those events, Skylar he was very persistent, yes. He was the one that always would be there to hang out or, like, dependable. So, eventually, I got hurt in soccer and was going to go to one of those bonfires. And this is when I was single. I had come back home from working in Florida because at that time I was working for Siemens. And I came back home, was playing soccer, got hurt. Skylar was working in Texas at the time with Ducati. And I got invited by Ryan, who was my ex. Him and his twin brother ran these. We were also friends. But I got invited to go to one of the bonfires. And I'm like, I should be social again with everybody. Like, I really want to. But, like, I literally have a messed up meniscus. Hi, Baggins. This story's taking so long. I'm so sorry. But I, like, couldn't actually walk very well. One entire leg was black and blue all the way up and down because, like, I had wrecked my knee really bad. I think I've talked about that a few times from, like, one of my worst accidents. So, like, I saw that Skylar was in town, and I actually texted him and was like, I love you. Are you going? I love you, Lilith. I was like, are you going to the bonfire tonight? And he was like, I will if you will. I'm like, I will if you will. I literally actually can't walk very well myself. So, like, I might need your help the whole night. And literally, that was, like, the start of us basically dating. That was, like, the start of us dating. Like, after that, we just, anytime he said or asked me if I'd hang out again, I said yes. I didn't say no. So, you know, long story short. So, can Elite dangerous? Space VR. If I wasn't married, I'd just be single, I think. Gala. Still need to show you that dude. Wait. What dude? Reality TV makes me look forward to our son dying. What? I feel bad. I always scare you when I arrive. You're good. It's my fault. I made the noise and it had to be your walk-on. Sporty, did you finish Aliens? I did, Gala. Oh, also the show, guys. Okay, I take back what I was saying. And what's funny is I'm glad you showed me that, Karis, is because I didn't even see that new version that in that side by side. I hadn't even seen it because it was a baby. And then the last 2 episodes that I had to watch, that was the new version of Alien. Like, it's completely different though. If you go back and watch the show, the one that's in the ship does not look like the one that's the new one that, like, was born and raised at the lab. It looks like the old one, which is super duper. I don't know why they do this, but it's completely different looking. It's so, like, the new one makes so much more sense. It doesn't look all human in a bodysuit. Throw me off with its, like, dynamics. It looks actually, like, badass. But the first few episodes with the one that's in the ship, it's not the same. It's like the classic one. I don't know if they did that on purpose, like showing the transition of the new one that was born via in the lab. I don't know, but it's pretty cool. The new one was way better. No blurs at all. I strapped my Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, Duet, and Facebook dating app profiles. Honestly, I feel like if you want to do a dating thing, if yours has it in the city that does, like, the actual, like, meet and greets, I don't know what they call those. Like, try something like that, you know? Like, go see people in person that you actually get to have a conversation with and then choose, you know? Aren't they like the speed dating type things? Speed dating setups? I'm just a simple country boy. Divorced dad of 3 boys. Age, I don't know why I said that with an accent at the end. 3 boys, age 15, 8, and 6. I'm looking for the June to my Johnny. So cute. That's what your thing is? Okay, no, nothing's wrong with that. But I feel like you will still attract those who, I don't know how to say that. Nothing's wrong with that profile little thing. It's really It's simple. It doesn't say, it talks about you and explains you and what you're looking for in a very simplistic way, you know, like at the root of it. This is who you are and this is what you want. But it still doesn't mean it won't attract the wrong people. But that's not your fault. That's the dating app's fault. I've never tried Duet, and Hinge has been non-existent for me despite people claiming it's good. Told you this before, sir. And No Man's Sky is on VR. Looking while I drive. Drive safe, Wolf. This is fair. I can say much because I'll forget what I've eaten for breakfast. So the takeaway is be persistent. Yes. Yes and no. Don't be creepy about it. Don't make it weird. Like, don't make it weird with your persistence. But persistence is actually charming. Can be. And a lot of times, I wouldn't give the same advice now as I would when I was younger. Because the thing was, when I was younger, I wasn't ready for Skylar. Because I hadn't actually figured out what I wanted. Me nowadays, like, it's very different. I know what I want. I know what I'm looking for. When you're younger, you're kind of a little bit like, I don't know what I want. I'm going to look around. I'm going to like see. And then eventually you're like, man, all these people are shit. Like, I want somebody that's good for me, or whatever your preferences are. That changes with, you know, age. I feel like sometimes, mostly it should change with age. There are some people out there, and I feel like reality TV is one of those prime examples that you could be all kinds of different age and still not clearly know what you want. But, you know, it should change with age, and it should be easy, like, not easier, but I feel like it's just maturing, you know? But persistence is what, in the end, persistence in being himself, like being the good person he was. Typical firefighter, crying because of the police. No, not Skylar. Skylar didn't cry. That was a boyfriend at the time who was like an adult and shouldn't have cried because of the police. But there's being persistently charming and persistently off-putting. And that line between the two is as thin as, yes, as a hair of a hair. This is why I'm saying, like, don't be creepy persistent. There is a difference between being persistently charming, being dependable. Like, what probably, I shouldn't necessarily say the persistence is what won in the end. The dependability that I saw from him was what, like, won in the end. He was always the one that was there, you know? It's why I don't approach that line. Sporty worked for Seaman. What? You got to put an I in there, not Seaman like that. Gala. And I was subcontracted for Siemens. Yes. And there's an S at the end too. Siemens. I feel bad. I always scare you when I arrive. You too. But as long as the term meet cute is so charming and sweet. I was talking about how I met Skylar, but part of that story was about somebody else who was a friend of all. Never mind. I'm not going to go back. Abraham, good morning. Speaking of married couples, can someone tell me what I missed from maps from Friday? Oh, probably quite a bit. Chaos can probably fill you in. Emerald, hello. How are you? Royce, hello. How are you? Cozy, how's your morning going? Sorry, I'm so behind because my storytelling lasted so long. Friday, when we get a reminder of what happened. Oh, yeah, there you go. I just want to know if Gia came back like Gandalf the White after fight. Gia did come back, but she's fine. Good time of the day. You're in, everyone. Hello, Mayo. How are you? Welcome in. I just want mutual attraction with someone nice who isn't going to try to change me. That's fair. That's still a lot to ask, apparently. Not gonna lie, my brain is scrambled listening to this. Got married really young, 22. I lucked out that I found a good person at that age. I would never advise people to marry that young, though. I just happened. Cozy, I got married at 21. So He was technically 20. I was about to be 22 because it was like we literally, and I think that's what's funny about it is like once we started dating, we dated for 9 months before we got engaged, and then we got married that same year we got engaged. Like it was very short term of actual dating because we had already known each other for so long. So it didn't feel like we had to like get to know each other like with before deciding that. But yeah, so that's why, you know, I'm 32 and I have an almost 10-year-old, and we got married pretty young. Like, I know I need to change myself, but that's my job, not anyone else's. That makes sense. But at the same time, with the right person, you would also be open to allowing them to correctively criticize, not necessarily criticize. I'm saying in a loving manner, not in a bad manner. There's a difference between toxic and loving when it comes to this. Showing you the habits that you need to change and work on, and vice versa together, because no one's perfect. And for a relationship to actually work and mesh when two people are trying to learn all of those traits about each other, like, I think it's important that there is flexibility there and actually being able to, allow them to show that part of you that you might be like, and not you instantly shutting them down and being like, no, like. So I was like, I hear what you're saying, and I agree, although there should be some leeway there. Siemens, that's not what I heard. It's but it's Siemens. The worst part about the Dating Naked show I saw, not this Dating Naked, is this what you want us to watch next, Chaos? When they do the interviews, they have them sitting in a big comfy chair and show their entire body. So when a guy is sitting in the chair leaning back with his legs spread, it's like right in your face. Why would they do that? I did not need to start my morning that way. Like, why would they do that though? Like, oh, that's uncomfy. I don't like that. I am alive. How are you? Same. I am alive too. Today is Academy Day. Shouldn't be too bad. We're literally practicing pulling hoses again. And ladders, although I freaking hate ladders, so it's going to be the bane of me. But it's at least more practice that's needed for the tests. So it should be pretty chill. And it's a nasty day out, but I'm really excited to be playing more of the Tamagotchi. This game is a little bit of like, when Rav was playing it last night, I really wanted to play it. So instead, I had to just watch. Just watching Bippy and Black and White. She's over there doing noir things. And noir. It's noir, right? Not crazy. I have a weird habit of like pronouncing things how I read it. But yeah, and Rav was over there being up to shenanigans on Tamagotchi. When Gia left, she just went back to the apartment. Yeah, she didn't actually leave the show. They made it look more dramatic. She literally just went to the apartment. And then her and Scott had a good conversation. You watch some interesting shows. Oh man, I get hit on so often with empty, flirty compliments. And I sit there smiling and thinking, oh honey, I'm demisexual and you're failing your audition. No, you must not watch. I turned it off myself. You've got this. Thanks, Mayo. Anybody else got anything fun going on this week? I didn't do anything to you. I did nothing. We are watching Married at First Sight, and somehow you're over there watching Naked UK. That's not the same, okay? Rennie wanted to have a crush on you? Did he? That's so funny. Oh, try harder, honey. Just one time and report back. Okay, this next one, since I'm pretty much caught up, will be the last one. Wiener of the day. Everybody get your bear in. We'll be getting into the game here. I'm dying to get this game. It looks so funny. Cozy, I think you'd love it. I literally had to figure out how to get this to work for stream and buy the game all in one. Like, it's so cute. It's just so funny. Like, it's just, truly entertaining game. I'll show off the black eye from it then. Did she force you to watch it? Sounds like you willingly put the show on. I have not even actually watched this. So, yeah. I forced them to watch. Okay, you can't even technically say I forced you to watch Married at First Sight because you have to click on my stream in Discord to choose to watch it. Ask Killshot. He knows. He never clicks it. He'd rather pull out his own eyeballs or something is what he always says. Something crazy. I'm American, so cowabunga it is. I'll help fund the hospital bills. Because it was listed as similar shows at the bottom of the screen when I was looking at Married at First Sight. You chose to click on it. That's not my fault. Figuring out capture card is truly the bane of my existence. I feel you. She made me. Karius is going to die on the hill that we make him be there. And we make him click on the link. And we make him like the show. I'll take that one. That's fine. I'll take that one. I still just chuckle because I know he's watching it. And when Karius starts getting involved with how terrible the people are and says something, I'm like... I started expanding my island last night and I was laughing my butt off next to Hubs and he was trying to sleep. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I always deafen or leave the community channel. You're so dramatic. Marky Mark, don't play no drama. Just like my wife makes me watch Love Island. Yes, Zach. Love Island's what probably... Hi, baby. Technically, The Bachelorette is responsible for starting the trash TV thing for me, but like Love Island is actually what started my obsession with trash TV. It's Vortex. Vortex, you're the Wiener. Exclamation point, PP in chat. You're the final Wiener. Final Wiener. All right, 14. That's the Wiener of the day. Everybody else is now free to PP check. Okay. I'll slide it over so I'm not as... Also, there's no cat here right now. I'm tempted to go get one and put it there. But the dog cam might need to be renamed because there's technically 2, but I took the second one off for now because it's likely only one cat will be here. And Oliver is so funny when he's here. Do you guys want me to go get Oliver so you guys can see him? But dog cam might get renamed to animal cam or cat cam because really it's going to be the cat. Your walk-on went off. I heard it. I heard it. So that's the thing. So they still do have VOD track and then regular blurps working then. Because I had one muted. Where did you go? Whoa. I got rid of the wrong cam. My bad. Weird. See, I heard all your guys's. But I don't know if anybody said that they didn't hear theirs. So I heard him. Because I had one muted for you. Because you guys were saying they were doubling. So... that means some of your walk-ons, if you didn't hear them, are coming through VOD track still.
So I deleted my account under the username More Wood Than Noah's Ark.
More wood than Noah's Ark? I'm going to forget the sock interaction yesterday. I'm still chuckling. What? What about sock cam? No. Get out of here. Freaking socks. I'm mad at socks. Socks are triggering. I'm not giving anybody any damn socks. That's weird. That's how yours is working. Yeah. So I'll open both of them up again. But if they decide to double, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, they've never been a problem before. It's usually one or the other. That's why I have 2. But yesterday, Bippy was saying it was doubling everything for some reason. So I don't know if it was just either a blurb update or an OBS update that was being a problem. I'll open them both up today, though. We'll see if they keep doing it. Here. Let's test. Not even hearing it. It didn't go off at all. Let me refresh cache for... It was just delayed. Okay. Was that doubled or was that fine? Bum, 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 bum. Let me do...
I'm a bitch. My name's Robert. Such a bitch whose name
Yesterday
is
just came...
Robert.
Nothing has changed.
I'm a bitch.
Other than yesterday he muted one of those blurb tabs. That are two separate tabs. That makes no sense. I don't know. Some days things are just weird. I'm gonna go shower. Sounds good. Go shower, Stinky. Scrub, how you doing, homie? How have you been? Trying to scroll up, making sure I didn't miss anything. I blame Sporty for any trash TV. Good days of Power Washing Sim and Love Island. Those are the good days. Love Island's coming back. It's almost time again. I will always love Love Island. I don't even care. It's because it is so bad. It's good. Like, so good. So much drama. I'm good. Been working and staying busy. Have you been streaming at all, Scrub? You streamed, right? Or did you just play with our homie Drip? How is Drip? No? Okay, so you just played. I gotta remember if he actually streamed.
Hail to the king, baby.
Hi, Jakey J.